What is going on YouTube? Hey, I'm back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, VeChain, as well as the S&P 500. As you guys know, I like to do a different cryptocurrency here on the channel every single week with your guys' help. So definitely make sure to comment your favorite altcoin down in the comment section below, as I will be picking one to review starting Monday and for the rest of that week. Now, more importantly, what we're going to be looking at in today's video specifically, markets are actually starting to climb back up. Very interesting. The past couple of days, we've been just trading sideways, if not falling. We're actually seeing markets up 7% on the dot today, which is pretty incredible. Now, what I know a lot of people are probably thinking is, oh my God, we're going to miss out on the next run. Let's buy into this market because we're going to be exploding to the upside. Well, before you do that, let me go over a few things as, yeah, even though we are pumping back to the upside, I want you guys to take notice of an interesting pattern that is starting to form on some of these major cryptocurrencies. Not only are we retesting moving averages, retesting the price ceilings, not only are we creating lower highs, you guys might be surprised with the results that you see from this. Unless proven otherwise, I would just hold off for a minute and get ready to do these few things. Otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and let's jump into today's video. All right, guys, now let's just discuss this. I know that the markets have been very stagnant the past couple of days. Markets pretty much hit the resistance, the top price ceiling, and have been pretty much just consolidating back down. We've been discussing for quite some time now the very interesting formations that we're seeing, which is basically the sideways channel right here. You can see for XRP, it's pretty much just been flatlined out where prices have just been moving sideways, which is extremely boring. I understand that. Some of these cryptos are extremely boring, especially when they're trading sideways. Now, I understand it. I mean, I get it. It's just how cryptocurrency works. It's a very cyclical type of market where we do have these major runs to the upside that last months, if not a year or two. And then eventually we have to correct and consolidate back down, and markets pull ourselves back to bearish levels and corrections and lower highs. And, you know, that's just how the markets work. But we're starting to see another pattern forming right now. So I'm just going to show you guys all these cryptos, then we'll dive into each one specifically. XRP, notice, really has not seen any sort of significant movement. It says we're up 2.8%, but really looking at the way the XRP charts look, you'll see that we're really just kind of trading sideways. It's nothing of importance or any thrill or reason to buy back in, but this consolidation will at some point prove to show some sort of big volume either leaving or entering the market, which will either pump us up to above the moving averages to, I'd say, $1, or back down to retesting 52 cents. Big leaps in either direction. Obviously, we have to use the other altcoins to kind of gauge which movement we're going to be moving to. Now, looking at Ethereum, once again, retesting its prior high, its top resistance, its price ceiling. Bitcoin retesting its trend line right here. We have VeChain retesting its top resistance, price ceiling, moving average, uptrend. I mean, there's a lot going on all at once right now. So I guess to start with XRP, not really going to be the best, news that you guys want to hear for XRP, but you guys have to just understand. I mean, it's been since, I'd say, July 28th. So we had 29, 30, 31. We had August 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. We had literally over a week now of literally prices trading between 70 cents and 76 cents. That is extremely stagnant, extremely boring. There's no real reason to probably try to invest into sideways movements like this because it's not necessary. It's too much of a risk to try to play this market right now thinking we're going to break bullish when we're just trading sideways. Now, we do look good on the 4-hour, and let's see how we look on the weekly. We look okay on the weekly. Actually, that makes sense as to why we're starting to break back to the upside. You can actually notice that we're actually hitting the bottom support here, not only at 53 cents, but it's pretty much the top of the moving averages. So that's actually a really good sign, if you ask me, for XRP. The fact is, we're now actually being withheld and, supported by our moving averages. Now, notice it took years from 2019 to 2021 to finally break above that moving average, but we've done it and we're above it right now. So it actually looks really good on XRP to the point where if we can continue to hold above this support level, we might have a very nice year, or 2022 might have a nice year, and probably the end of 2021 for the way XRP wants to trade out. But the fact that we're above the moving average shows that we're holding support fairly well. The moving average seems to have, probably bottomed out closer to 53 cents, and you can see we're pretty much just trying to break through the moving average right here. So there's going to be some consolidation. There's no real reason to buy in just yet. It really just has to depend on which direction we want to pump to. If we retest bottom support again at 54 cents, hold above there, that might be a good area to anchor up and buy in. Notice the past 2 times we retested 52 cents, we immediately reversed back out of there. So we may see that same thing happen right now within XRP, where we hit the bottom support and reverse back out and start to pump to the upside closer to $1. But obviously, we have to just let this market play out for XRP specifically. I see other cryptocurrencies showing better buy-in opportunities than XRP are, which is why I'm kind of veering my focus away from this as we let this market kind of figure itself out. There's too much uncertainty right now with the way these markets are trending. Now, for Ethereum, notice a few things here. Ethereum not only is seeing what could be a bullish cross on the daily, which is fine. We have the 4-hour, which is retesting overbought. I get that. We have the weekly, which is pumping up to a very high level. Not necessarily a good thing, but the daily is retesting once again its top resistance. We've drawn price floors and price ceilings. Price floors clearly capped at bottom support where the double bottom was at about 1766, price ceiling at about 2800. Really, you can see why I've drawn that. It's pretty much where this double bottom started from, and you can see we're back to retesting that top resistance. Now, I'd like to just go out on a whim here and suggest that we're probably not going to be able to break through it. Yes, we were able to consolidate ever so slightly, but once again, we are extremely overbought. We're retesting top resistances. I don't think we have enough volume to pump higher. If for whatever reason we decide to break through that, I'd be very shocked, and maybe we'll consider buying in, but we just don't have much more room to continue to rally to the upside on the daily, which is why I'm kind of suggesting we start to see a reversal back down. So if anything, retesting top resistance might lead to a small reversal, which we have to pay attention to. Even with Bitcoin and some of these other cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin really stands out to me, and this is opening up a really good possibility of buying in for a big position to short. 4-hour charts, not only are we retesting, we're not at overbought just yet, but we are still retesting the top resistance. We're above the moving averages. Weekly, we look okay, nowhere near the moving average just yet, but you can clearly see the price floor that we've drawn in. But on the daily, notice once again, this almost looks like the fourth confirmation of retesting. Wow, that was a terrible one. They're retesting the top resistance 1, 2, 3, 4. Right here, you can see each time we're creating lower highs. So the first one hit here, corrected. Second one hit here, corrected. Third, corrected. And now we're looking for a fourth with another correction, potentially. Regardless, we're retesting this trend line. And this is where most of my focus goes to in regards to when the next buying opportunity will take place, which is very soon, don't get me wrong. But regardless, there is a descending triangle forming here. We have a clear price floor and a clear trend line. And the second we get confirmation of either a correction above this and we close above here, because this is a good sign. You know, we're creating these lower high formations. If we break through it and close, let's say at 45,000, that's still where my position is. Might be a little lower now. I'd say closer to 44,000 I'd feel comfortable, or 43.5. We close above the prior high. We're going to start to create a higher low formation that might lift us outside of the final descending triangle, which is really good news. So everything is kind of, let's just leaning towards today, how exactly we want to close. If we close below this, there's a bigger chance we'll see that reversal that will pull us back down and we'll short this market. Or if we close above this resistance, we'll probably buy in for our leverage back to the upside. It'll probably create the higher low formation we need, which you can see it would be higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, vice versa, because we've been in a formation which it's been lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, and so on and so forth. So we'll be taking advantage of this on Bitcoin, on Bityard, using the Bitcoin charts. Obviously, we can leverage trade this, basically getting my positions ready. Obviously, you guys know there's a demo account on Bityard. I've linked Bityard in the description, which I highly recommend checking out, where you can pretty much just trade on, trade with a simulator with, 100K they start you off with. It's like Monopoly money, and you can pretty much test your skills. We've gotten it up for the little trades I've used on the charts here, up to almost $1,100. We've made almost $1,000 in profit just from playing around on a few trades. It was literally like 2 or 3 trades as examples. But looking at this once again now on the live trade, once you're comfortable, you can move to actually trading real crypto, getting ready to see, are we going to break through the trend line? You can clearly draw it out right here. It's very apparent and obvious if you just pull the indicators up. This is a trading view chart. You can clearly see the downtrend right here that's forming. And then I want to draw the price floor, which is right about here at 30K. Move it up. There we go. So you can see kind of that movement that's forming right now. So we have lower highs, just like this. Boom, 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 and we're probably going to fill in this gap here. But regardless, you also notice this is what we're looking for: higher high and a higher low. Each time it pumps up, it's higher than the last time. You'll notice this: each time it pumps higher, it's higher than the last one, and every time it falls, it's higher than the last fall. So that's the pattern we're starting to look for. But until we get that, we're still considered bearish. We're still playing the downtrend. We're still correcting lower. There still is a descending fractal. If we break through here, we may be off to a very good rest of the year, closer to, I'd say, mid-September. If we break through that, we have October, November, December of bull run, trying to catch ourselves back up to all-time highs, which would be great. It'd be phenomenal for the channel as well as for crypto investing. But until then, we're in a very big problem zone where this trend line has yet to be broken. So until then, we're still bearish, and we're leaning towards, if closing today below this, we're going to see a big short, and we'll short this on BitYard to the downside. If we close above it, we'll leverage it up. So it's pretty much coming down to the wire here. Obviously, selling short means you leverage it, whatever you want to do. I play a conservative, but if you did 1,000 with a 14 times leverage, you just click sell short, you're guessing that the markets are going to drop. Vice versa, long buying in would be, leveraging on margin to the upside. And then to wrap up today's episode, VeChain once again confirming my fear. There's still this beautiful support level, uptrend that started back in 2020, I believe. Yep. End of December, so pretty much the beginning of 2021, which we broke bearish through just a couple of weeks ago. And until then, we've been pretty much up top, retesting that resistance, trying to break through here. Not only that, we're retesting moving averages, we're retesting price ceilings, which is enough reason to believe that the way these cryptos are all aligning is reversal, seeing a small short opportunity, but getting ready to break bullish. We've had a massive 50% run on these cryptos, which means it's going to be very soon. And we will be switching bullish very, very, very soon. Otherwise, S&P 500 looks okay. Once again, flatline, stagnant, trading sideways. At the peak, though, I'm hoping we can open today and start to pump higher, but we'll see. Otherwise, that's pretty much going to wrap up today's video. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, smash the like button. I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.